All right. When I see a card like this, I can't help but think of the song, Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. So we're going to make this card and it's going to make people happy. And maybe it'll make them sing too. Maybe they'll think of the song. We're going to use a free stamp set and free designer series paper because this particular tutorial is part of my Sale-A-Bration club. Sale-A-Bration club. Celebrate good times. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We can earn free stuff. Go to my website. When you spend $60, you earn free stuff. Okay. In case you haven't guessed it, I'm in a good mood today. So here's the paper. I'll show you the paper. I'll show you the whole pack of paper, and then we'll just show you what sheets we're going to use. It comes in a 12 by 12 package. So it's a $12.50 value, meaning that's what we sell our paper for. Be gone, plastic. It's sticking to me. I'm stuck on you. All right, so this is the paper. It's called Bloom Impressions. I really love Bloom Impressions, especially because there's a solid side you could do so much with, and then I like sort of this kind of flowers because I feel like they're not too overwhelming. You could do a lot with them. Okay, I'm just trying to show you all the patterns. Whoops, let's put it like that. So this is an easy peasy card. The stamping is the only tricky part, not the actual card itself. Like the paper, it's gonna be easy to cut. Look at that. So what you're gonna use, we're gonna use that little piece over there, and what other one? That one and this yellow one. There's that nice Coastal Cabana piece with the flowers. So what do you think? It's the reason I love this paper so much. You know, you could do something like it looks like the sky or the clouds. You have impressionistic flowers. You have beautiful colors. Here, well, let's read the colors. Let's show you the colors. Azure Afternoon, Blackberry Bliss, Blueberry Bushel. There's some blueberry bushel in the darker one. Coastal Cabana, Flirty Flamingo. It's mixed in there. One of the pinks. Melon Mambo. Melon Mambo is the darker pink. Peach Pie. Petunia Pop. Mixed in with the Blackberry Bliss. Pumpkin Pie. Well, don't see the pumpkin pie. Maybe it's over there. Little piece of orange there. And then Shy Shamrock. That's this color, really fun color of green. All right, so that is it. I'm not going to use this piece or this package because I already have the paper out that we need. Now all we need to do is cut it. And I already have like some scraps because I've been using this also for my bingo. We're using this to make one of the bingo cards. So this is the piece. Wait, I had them out. Wait, where'd you come from? This is not, oh, you know what? I was going to use that. Then I decided not to. So we're using this one and this one. So let's go ahead and cut it. So you're going to turn it this way. It doesn't really matter because it's really a border. And we'll do 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. This is just an outline. Okay, we'll throw these scraps in here. And then the next one is going to be I just went, let's see, 1/4 inch smaller. Okay, 3 3/4 by 5. I believe that's all I did there. And it's like super simple, and we'll write it down for you. Oh yeah, super, super simple. And then that part is going to go on a, wow, that one looked darker, didn't it? Like there's different parts that are a little bit darker around the edges. Let me see, maybe, well, it really doesn't matter. We'll keep them both right side up. Now it's going to go on an Azure Afternoon card base, which is going to be, these are already cut for you, scored for you. This is part of your card club. So you just have everything done for you. Not everything. You got to do the stamping. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice contrast. So let's go here. And we're just going to get some, should we use glue? Yeah. Oh, no, why not? Let's use glue. And I even re-inked my Coastal Cabana. So I have the ink colors we're going to use here. I just went and looked on the back of the package and saw the coordinating colors, grabbed out a bunch of ink, saw which ones had, really need a really juicy one for this one. A really juicy marker, or let's say, not marker, ink pad, for when you're going to try to write the word day, because all the times I tried it, it wasn't working. It wasn't coming out. I had to keep washing it off. You really need a juicy ink. And I even have like an extra marker in case all the parts don't get filled out. So that's how that one works. That stamp is a big stamp. So that's it for there. And then we're using just a stitched rectangle, but you can go ahead and cut yourself a square if you don't have my rectangle in your kit. Okay, so that's that. See the little tufts of grass sticking up? So that's a directional card. Okay, let's go ahead and write this down just so we don't lose our place. So celebrate good times. Come on. So this is only going on for one more month. So if you haven't already placed your order, go check it out on my website, and you spend $60, you get this paper for free. After that, the paper will go away. It'll disappear. It might come back years later. I'm not going to say it disappears forever. It used to, but lately things have been reappearing. But we never know when, and it could be sold out. So you just want to get it while you can. So the card base itself, I'm going to go ahead and open this up again so you can see it. It is like this. It is an 8.5. And it's going to be 8.5 by 5.25 inches. I'll repeat that one more time. Score at 4 1/4. All right. The paper is, the cardstock is Azure Afternoon. It is a shade of blue by Stampin' Up. The card base itself is 8.5 by 5.25. And you're going to score it at 4 1/4. And then you get your A2 card. Okay, so that's your card base. Then you're going to do layers, right? So you're going to have horizontal layers like so. And I'm drawing them like that so you can make sure that their pattern of the paper goes in the right direction. Okay, layer 1 is going to be 5.25 inch times 4 inch. And layer 2 is going to be 5 inches times 3 3/4 inch. One more time, this is the Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up. And you're going to use this paper to create 2 layers. Layer 1 is going to be 5.25 times 4 inches. Layer 2 is going to be 5 inches times 3 1/4. Now the ink colors, I'm going to go ahead and put them there so you can go ahead and take a picture of this tutorial. And then I will move this paper away and we can just do all the stamping, which is the really fun part. We are using Coastal Cabana. Lovely color. It's not used enough, in my opinion, in all the different DSPs. It's kind of rare to find it in there. We're going to use Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop for the words, oh, what a wonderful. And then we're going to use for the sun, Daffodil Delight. And then for the little heart, we are going to use Flirty Flamingo. Now we've tied all our colors together. Flirty, flirty. And we've tied our colors together in that they coordinate with our paper. There's your paper, there's your card. Do a screenshot. Here's the stamp set. I've already mounted these. We're going to go ahead and mount the word today. While you're doing that, I'll give you a moment to take an image while I say hi to whoever is here so far. So we're just getting started. That is Janet Carlo. Nice to see you again. Love that paper. She will write your measurements in the comments for me later. Thank you, Janet. Christine Fullen, a YouTube channel member. Thank you for being here. Denise Funk. Denise, I'm going to email you about the bingo coming up next Friday because all of our Card Club members are part of the bingo event. Anyone that's in my VIP group, be sure if you're going to bingo next Friday that you reply going to the event that I have, because that's where I just posted all the card measurements for Beautiful Butterflies bingo. Hello, Laura Ann. Nice to see you. And Karen Fentress, Leslie Annabelle, Outback Stamping. Wow, you're up early today. 109 degrees in Australia. I'm jealous. Freezing here, not freezing today, but freezing in general here in Georgia. Not actually today, I'm not freezing. You know, we probably want something that's better to see through, to tell you the truth, but we're going to try it. I've been meaning to try. I've tried vinegar on my stamp and it didn't really help it become see-through, but I'm going to try something else. 109. We are jealous, those of us in the freezing cold. It goes like, it went down to 21 last night. But today I was outside my church selling tickets for a food festival we have coming up. And I was like, I didn't have to wear a jacket. It was like the sun was out. I was like, it's just like God parted the sky and let the sun come out just for like while we all went to mass. And like, that was it. And then it was like over. It started, like, I know it wasn't over, but I'm saying that's the warmest it's been in like a whole week. Hello, Dawn Klein. Nice to see you. Peggy Dickerson. I emailed you too, Peggy, about finding out where the cards measurements are, you know, for the butterflies bingo next Friday. All right, so we're going to now take this away, and now we're just going to get right into the stamping. So you're going to need your mat, because you might have to keep putting excess ink on there. So here are all our colors. I'm just going to go ahead and do the day part first, because it's the biggest thing, right? And it's the easiest thing. Now, I re-inked this, because I kept on trying to do it, and it wasn't giving me enough ink. But now this is super juicy. And then what happens is, when you have such a big stamp, see, I just started having to use this piece of paper. So let me just use this piece. So when I had a big stamp and it was like, you know what I mean? It was just like way too juicy. So then I had to kind of, it looks like it got too juicy again. So anyway, upside down, like so. I think that will work. Okay, so I've already conditioned that stamp. I've used it before. You're going to stamp on a piece of paper. And now where are my rectangles? Okay, these are little rectangles. These are from the stitched rectangles. Shame on Stampin' Up for retiring stitched rectangles. Does anyone else agree? It's starting to bubble up. That means like you got to do it again real quick. When you start to see your stamp bubble up, you got to stamp real quick so you don't get big bubbles in your thing. Anyway, I loved stitched rectangles. They're really nice. So because day is the biggest, we'll put that on there first. Now you got a couple spots. It's okay. Try another one. The spots are from, like, not every place getting ink the same. And that's why you need a marker standing by. And then I also used some, what did I use? I used a marker and some Wink of Stella to kind of smear the ink together. And it seemed to work. Okay, so don't worry that there's a big old smear, because all you do is you take a marker. Well, do it while it's wet, because the marker won't. I'm taking a marker of the same ink color, right? And what I did is, it's sort of, see how it's like sort of streaky? And there's a little dot. So what I did is I said, okay, how can I fix all this right away? And this one too. Let's just go ahead and get it. And what I came up with, and it seemed to work pretty good, is Wink of Stella. Like Wink of Stella to the rescue. It sort of smeared all my colors and made it like really beautiful. So all it is a glitter pen. See? So you just kind of like paint the town green. Like it's a St. Patrick's Day, except for this is not really green. It's Coastal Cabana. Paint the town Coastal Cabana. Boy, my Coastal Cabana marker came out kind of dark, huh? So hopefully that dries later. And if not, put some streaks all throughout your colors and all throughout your letters and make it look like you did it on purpose. See, so because my ink is still wet and I'm putting glitter over the top of it, it makes my ink look way more solid. Now, if you kind of get bubbles in your ink, that happens. It happens like if you just get done re-inking your stamp pad, right? And you let it pool, then you all get bubbles in your ink. That's what happened to me. I think that one actually looks nice too. I just want to do it while it's wet. I like to have a bunch of die cut shapes already cut for me. And then I just stamp right onto them. But you can, of course, stamp and then die cut your shapes. It's a complete and utter waste of time, in my opinion. Just have a bunch of shapes die cut for you. Otherwise, you're taking out your die cutting machine all the time and you're cutting out die cuts instead of just having them made for you. like in a, you know, keeping them in a bucket. Because sometimes I'm like in March, I need a swap. I'm doing 2 swaps in March, a shoebox swap, and then I'm doing like another swap for an event, like a walk around swap. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to make yet, but all I have to do is go, oh, well, what do I have a bunch of die cuts for? And I just open up my box and go, oh, there's like 30 of them. Let me make cards out of 30 of them. So like, it's just nice to have die cut shapes already made. All right, so next we want to do, oh, what a wonderful. So I already have that mounted. And you might say, oh, but that doesn't say that on the stamp. You're right. So you're going to have to cut your stamp, bite the bullet, and cut your stamp. Okay? And YouTube, I did not say bullet in a violent way. I said bullet in an expression called bite the bullet. You have no idea the kind of stuff they censor. It's ridiculous. It's not even them. It's like a little robot. So anyway, you're going to go in here and you're going to cut the stamp, right? See, it says, oh, what a wonderful day. Here, it says, oh, what a, no, here it is. It says here, what a wonderful, right? You're going to cut off the what a wonderful. And then you're going to just use the word wonderful. Let's put that back in there. See, so you're cutting your stamp. You don't have to cut your stamp. You can use like tape to cover up the parts you don't want if you are not a stamp cutter. Are you a stamp cutter? Do you mind cutting your stamps? Let me know in the live chat. Or are you one of those people that are like, I'm never cutting my stamps. Like, I'd rather just use like a, you know, like a piece of tape and cover it over and use that trick. So I'm just going to stamp onto this piece of paper and just make sure that my stamp is a good image. Okay, it's pretty good. Petunia pop. I'm going to go ahead and put it on here. Now, I'm going to move it over to the right slightly because the sun fits a little better on one side. Like, before I put it too close to the left and the sun didn't really fit there. But it's okay because the sun is a light color. That one came out so nice. And this one came out nice. I'm saying it already. I don't even know. I'm just saying. And then the one I did earlier came out nice. And I'm going to actually, I forgot to color. This one was a little crooked, the one I did earlier, but I'm going to just kind of color. I want to color in the glitter part. And when I say earlier, I mean like today. So we have there. I think the trick to being in a good mood in my she shed is when I'm not freezing half to death trying to do a video and thinking about warming up, because right now it's pretty warm in here. All right, so there we go. So now, and then next we're going to use, let's close that. Now don't use Wink of Stella on that or it'll smear all over the place. Not only because it's like a purple color, but because it's too small to use like Wink of Stella on, in my opinion. So just use that on this. I mean, just use the glitter on the word day. Okay, now we're going to take the heart and use Flirty Flamingo for the heart. Put that there to keep your glare from bothering you. Okay, Denise likes cutting her stamps. And boy, Janet cuts her stamps all the time. Aren't you daring, Janet? It's just so much easier than using tape. But if it's really tiny, I just use tape. Because sometimes it's so tiny that you can't cut your stamps. Okay, so Leslie's talking to Christine about a lot of hot days in the 90s and 100s. But of course, it's summer in the Outback. Hello, Debbie Salinas. I sent you package number 2. You had package number 1 with your club, and now your package number 2 is on the way. Okay, I'm just using my little pad to make sure my heart is a good... Oh, I like that color of Flirty Flamingo. I wish that would have worked last night in my video. I was using a brush, which I've since washed. And, you know, it had some different color of pink on it. And because of that, it kind of smeared. But I really do like that color of Flirty Flamingo when it comes out the way it should. All right, now we just need our Daffodil Delight. And our little sun. Here's the sun already mounted. Okay. Okay, Debbie cuts her stamps before. And Carla's first time watching. We're doing Sale-A-Bration Club. Just showing you some things you can get for free at my Stampin' Up store. Somewhere I had a Stampin' Up Sale-A-Bration catalog. Don't know what happened to it. Here it is. All right, let's do the sun first, and then we'll show you that. So if you want the sun to be light, this is the trick. You're going to use this. So if you want the sun to be, like, say the sun's going to, I don't really need it to be light, but say you're just going to stamp onto your silicone mat first. But I don't care if it's light because it's a light color. But if I didn't want it to be, like, overlapping my letters too much, see, it came out nice, though. So it's really not bothering any letters. So I'm just going to stamp it the way it is. Even if it overlaps the letters, it doesn't bother the letters, meaning it doesn't get in the way. But if you want it to be light, you're going to off-stamp it by putting it on your silicone mat. And then Wink a Stella, if you want, on your, do it while it's all wet. So on your heart, again, not on your wonderful part because it will smear. And then we'll do this one. You can see I'm doing a bunch at once so I can actually throw together the cards like very quickly later, but I can try different patterns together. And I already have these parts already made because I had extras made from my club. So you can see I have all these extra pieces made. Extras of these things. Okay, and then you're just going to go in and do your sun. Happy sun. Okay, I want to do this. Oh, by the way, be careful with your Wink of Stella if you're coloring over reds because it smears everything. But this one's light enough and it's already dry. All right, let's get some sparkles on our sun. On all the lines around the sun. Okay, so documenting the day. I like this kind of stamp set with the big, bold writing. We're using everything from here. We're using the sun, the heart, a sentiment, and the big sentiment. So, yeah, we're just doing it. Like, we're using it up. So documenting the day is a free stamp set. Our stamp sets are typically $20, $21 or something like that, unless you get anything on clearance. And so that's a good value. But if you want to get the paper's a $12.50 value, and you get that for free. So either one is free when you spend $60. What I tend to do during Sale-A-Bration, did I already get this one? I'm redoing my glitter again and again. Hey, it doesn't hurt to have an extra layer of glitter. So you basically can get this for free, this for free. But what I like to do is get my stamp sets for free first. And then I like to start accumulating the paper. So I have one stamp set. That's what I redeemed this year. And then I'm getting like a buttload of paper, whatever you want to call it. Like a lot of paper because I'll put this in my card clubs, my mystery boxes, my future kits. Like I like having free paper. Like I can never have enough free paper, especially because I know it's going to go away. So here's the documenting the day. And look, someone's using it for scrapbooking. It looks like they got a scan and cut. Look at that. I mean, the people at the, I don't know if they have that or they cut it with their hands, but look at that. You could cut out the letters with your scan and cut. Put a little layer behind them. Okay, here's some other free things. Rainbow Celebration Kit, Fruit Salad, Designer Series Paper, Friendly Seagulls. Oh, I was going to show you that. Let me show you that. All right, I'll pull out the things we made. All right. Thank you for reminding me. Booklet. Okay, Day to Celebrate. That's the stamp set. Toadstool Gardens. Pick a Season stamp set. Oh, and there's all these things in here too. Like seam binding ribbons. Sometimes there's little sequins. So there's more. Here, Starstruck embossing folder. That's this embossing folder. Look how cool that is. That's not the actual embossing folder. The embossing folder is here. But you see what I mean? That's a really cool thing to get for free. That's what I'm saying is I made this with the embossing folder. I made that piece there. All right, keep going, keep going. All right, free, free, free. Dance with me. Okay, Dance with Me stamp set, purple adhesive back sequins. And here we are, Bloom Impressions Designer Series paper. So all those things are free when you spend $60. Now when you spend $120, up until February 28th, you can get this other bundle. It's a die and stamp set bundle. Heart-shaped bundle, it's called. I didn't get that. I also didn't get this stamp set called Corner in Bloom. But I did get this handmade design. So I'm trying to stick with all the things that you can do with the free items, you know, for this couple months. Now, this is a little sign-up special. If you sign up, join Stampin' Up! For $99, you'll get $91 in additional value. Plus, you get to pick out $125 of items of your choice. You can pick out 2 packs of markers and a stamp set. It's great. We don't pick out a stamp set. It just comes with it. So that is what you're going to get when you join Stampin' Up! This month. It's a very good deal. So we're going to pop some dimensionals on here. All right, I like this one. I'm kind of liking, I don't know if I like this one the best. I don't know. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to probably use them all, so it doesn't really matter. Just so your thing doesn't droop, put a dimensional in the middle as well. Don't just put them on the sides. Okay. That is it. I didn't add any extra embellishments. You can add butterflies if you want. That might be cute, or just like some rhinestones or hearts or something. But that's your card. Simple, simple. And now I want to show you what other things we've made in our Sale-A-Bration Club. So that we use this paper, this and the balloons paper. Remember that fruit salad paper I was just showing you? We made these little boxes on my channel. So if you missed it, they're Tic Tac boxes. I made them just enough, just tall enough for the Tic Tacs, but then I made them wide on the side, enough so you could reach in with your fingers and get them out. Or if you put little grass in there so it doesn't bounce around so much. And then tie it up with twine. You Make Me Smile is from this month's card club. Card on Blue card club called Hugs for Love. And what tonight we'll be doing, or not even tonight, this afternoon we're going to be doing some things with Hugs for Love with the card club. Oops, wrong one. This one was from Friendly Seagulls. So we made this using the Country Woods Designer Series paper and this Friendly Seagulls stamp set. And of course, lots of little coloring with the Stampin' blends. So I love you more than French fries. That makes a good Valentine, right? Because who doesn't love French fries, especially McDonald's French fries with salt on them? Right when they're hot. Oh, I can't take it. I just want some now. So Laura Ann's saying she's using the heart-shaped bundle right now. Did you use it for the swap by any chance? Because I did participate in the Sale-A-Bration swap with our team, Laura Ann, and I want to know if you used that because I hope someone used it so I have a sample of it. All right, Rosemary Lopez from Murrieta, California. Nice to see you. Oh, got a scan and cut for Christmas. So cool. I'll try to cut these out with the scan and cut later. I'll try to do that soon because these are really easy to cut out with the scan and cut. And then I think I could make some other cards which are even more fantastic with all 3 seagulls at once, dancing around, having fun. All right, so what else do we have going on in my channel? All right, so, okay, she's watching the dies. Peggy, why are you watching the dies? Are they not around? You said you're watching the dies. I'm not sure why you're watching the dies. Okay, oh, here. Debbie's asking, question, is Stampin' Up! Actually going to get the dies? What kind of dies? Decorative trees? Or are you talking about these heart dies? I don't know. If you're a demonstrator, there's a inventory status report which tells you when things are going to come back in. I've actually stopped caring about all that stuff. I used to care a lot more when this was my full-time thing. All I was doing. I don't even have time to look anymore. Not that I don't care anymore. I shouldn't say I stopped caring. I just stopped knowing. It's more like ignorance is bliss. When you don't even know something's out of stock, you can't get pissed about it. But you know what I mean? I understand your frustration. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I don't even have time to look at what's out of stock anymore because I have barely any time to use the things that are in stock. All right. So anyway, what's going on my channel? We will be making these later today. We're going to make these in the same video probably very soon. I'm going to do it things earlier today than I did yesterday. These 2 cards. We're using Hugs for Love. Hugs for Love? That doesn't sound right. Is that the name of the stamp set? I guess it is. It's right here. Yep, Hugs for Love. That's the stamp set. So we've been doing tutorials with this stamp set for the past couple days. So we did this one on Friday and this one on Saturday. So this is called Marbles, something marvelous. Anyway, there's something about the marbled. I forget what Marbled Elegance it's called. Marbled Elegance Designer Series paper. So we created all these cards. So if you missed it, check out those tutorials. Easy peasy with some ephemera, some of our new ephemera. That's going on my channel. We're going to do these today. We've gone over our bingo cards in my VIP group. So if you're part of my VIP Facebook group, I gave you all the measurements for these cards inside the VIP group, inside the bingo event. This is what we're making for bingo. And we're also featuring butterflies, beautiful butterflies, as part of the workshop series this month. So we made this, maybe this was like Thursday night, I think. Happy birthday card. We made this one a couple weeks ago. We're using the hybrid embossing folder. Oh, and you know what else is going on my channel? I just did maybe yesterday. Now it's all a blur when I did these. But these are some new products. And then some people were writing me today, like, where'd you find these products? Like, I can't find them on the website. These products are under the scrapbooking set of products. These two things I did. Well, not the stamp set itself, but this paper and this paper. Without me naming all of the paper now, just go ahead and look for things that are like new. Look for new arrivals, and you'll find all this new paper from Stampin' Up, all these sticker sets. But I don't use them for scrapbooking. I use them for card making, right? All of these scrapbooking kits I'm using for card making. And this is so, but look under scrapbooking, you'll find lots of these things. All right, so that's, whoops, that was that. I want to show you. There you go. So we did an unboxing, and I also unboxed some birthday kits. All right, that is all for now. This is the Papered Chef. Today we made this fun card using Sale-A-Bration products, and I showed you some other stuff going on my channel. Be sure to check out all those things. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're not already part of the Stampin' Up community, please join my team if you're in the United States. It's lots of fun. We craft all the time. All right. Have a great day, everybody.